Meanwhile, here is something that Priceline does not offer, at least not yet. Passengers meet your match. Now your in-flight seatmate doesn't have to be a mystery or a misery. Some airlines are rolling out programs letting flyers use social networking sites to pick who they sit next to, like someone who doesn't want to talk to you or you to them. This could be very good news for Don Imus next time he's on that commercial flight. Anyway, marketing expert Jeffrey Hayzlett says the only way airlines can screw this one up is to try to charge a fee for it. But I predict, David, they will eventually. But anyway, what do you make of this? Jeffrey, I'm sorry, Jeff. Can you hear me? Do you think they will eventually charge for this? Do you hear me? This is what could happen if they're sitting next to you and you don't want this arrangement. I apologize for that. We hope to get that going. And I was looking at my prior guest. I apologize for the name thing. One of those long weekends, traveling the whole 9 yards. Meanwhile, when going after the rich has everyone in a stitch, and guests who you mistake with the wrong name ignore you. It has nothing to do with that. It's a technical issue, I swear, after this. All right, my apologies to my next guest. Back to Jeffrey Hayzlett. Jeffrey, I'm sorry for the technical problems. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you just fine.
Very good. What do you make of the airlines then kind of helping you select who you sit next to? So far, not charging you for it, but I suspect that's a matter of time. But your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, they've already lose my luggage. I want them to lose my seat. I mean, what's going to happen to the people who don't have friends out there? What are they going to do? Put a whole nother section for the losers, of the people who, don't have a place to sit, I mean, the other thing I think is really good about this is that it's going to add a whole new dimension of picking who you want to be next to. I mean, this could be like a new Mile High Club is what we're going to see.
Careful, careful. I just wanted to know, it sounds to me like almost a dating site now, that I want someone who's loquacious, but not too loquacious, someone who prefers seafood, but not necessarily all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little surreal.
Yeah, yeah, I can't. I mean, Neil, right now they can't get it where I can sit next to my wife or my family. So now they're telling me they're going to allow people to pick. I mean, the other thing is what happens is if you don't want to sit next to the person. They are saying you get a couple days to opt out of it, so you can have 2 days to find another seat. But what happens is we know right now with the airline seats, right, they're all full.
There are no seats to be had. So let's say you're sitting next to, like, the ultimate loudmouth, right?
Exactly.
It's not as if you can move somewhere else. I mean, it's decided, right?
Well, it's going to be awkward as well. I mean, what happens if you break up with this friend before you get on the plane and now you've got to sit with them and you're forced to? I mean, or, Neil, how about you? You're a pretty popular guy. Most people are going to want to sit next to you. So are you going to get any of that money they're going to charge? I mean, you should be able to charge for that. So there's going to be a whole little revenue stream that we're going to have to take a look at. But eventually they're going to want to charge for this thing.
Absolutely, which is why Imus is worried about it. No one wants to sit next to him, which is why he has abandoned the whole commercial travel industry.
Well, they should just have an entire section for Imus. If they did that alone, that might work. That alone would work. That would be a very popular. I'm in for that option. As a frequent flyer, I'm part of that club.
Jeff, I apologize for the technical screw-up, but thank you very much. Always good having you.
It's great to be here.
That's good stuff. All right, it's not just the rich who don't like being targeted, by the way.